What's going on, YouTube? Back here in the greenhouse again, trying to figure out the fate of this pump. Yeah, did it die? Or, actually, the more I thought about it, there was so much ice in there, I was hoping, and I'm not sure, but I was hoping that maybe the ice was frozen in the pump, and the impeller was just stuck. Because I forgot to mention last time, I was feeling the line, which should be vibrating a little if the pump's even trying. No vibration whatsoever, so could have been a dead pump. Anyway, I took this opportunity. I went ahead. All my beds have its own shutoff valve, so I closed all those, closed this overflow valve here. Then I figured I was going to clean out the pump just for the heck of it anyway. So I came into this bio ball filter dealy, whatever. Removed this pump, put a 90 on there, blow right into there, and that flushes everything in the pump right out of there. So go ahead and put this thing back on. Like I said, everything's slip fitting. Don't glue anything. I don't glue anything. You can do whatever you want. But anyway, let me see here. Let me open up this overflow because we just need water to go. Come on, man. Can't do this one-handed. These fittings are not the fittings, but these shutoffs are so tight. Come on, man. Hang on a second. Oh, here. Just use the other hand. There we go. Alright, cool. That is wide open. Everything else is shut. So if we have water, it'll be coming out of there. So let's plug this sucker back in. Oh, yeah. Another win. Love it. I love that. Crack this guy open a little. I think we were doing about halfway. And that's good enough for that. Should. I'm not going to be able to do this, am I? Let's try with this one. Good thing I got a waterproof camera, right? Alright, that's most of the way off. Water's filling. Woo! Alright, let's go around. I'm not going to mess with this one because that one's kind of flimsy. And I'm not trying that one-handed. So, come back over here. These ones, watch this water, or the pipe just break apart on me. Hey, that would be funny, wouldn't it? Let's see here. Am I going the right way? Here, let me hold this with the camera. Hey, look at that view. Alright. Sweet. There's that. I don't see any leaking anywhere, so that's good. Hold the camera. Or hold the pipe with the camera. Another one. Just open. Last one. That'll be the one top. Alright, actually, open that a little bit more. Alright. That one's going. That one's barely going. But I did clean the pump out. Open it a little more. Sorry for that awesome view. Alright, that's a little bit better. Sweet. This looks good. Looking a little stagnant in there. Oh man, running water again. Oh, look at that garbage coming out of there. Oh, that's so gross. Good thing there's no fish in there. Otherwise they'd be, oh, gross. Look at that. I thought it was going to clear up after a minute. Nope. Look at that. Look at all that garbage that's pumping into there. Ew. See if they shut off. Or if they surge. Oh, by the way, I know you're wondering, Canada. It's 70 degrees right now. Beautiful. Look at that. Gross. That was all the garbage in my bed. Just from sitting stagnant for a couple days. I guess that's more than a couple days. What was that, a week? This one doesn't appear to be shutting off. That one shut off. Oh, that's right. This last one is sensitive. I forgot about that. It's my special little guy. I'm not even looking at it. Might have to back that one off a little. I didn't see this one turn on yet. Oh, it's not up there yet. And I do have different styles of bell siphons in here. Got cool little tricks that I did like that. So they don't want to fit in there correctly. So I don't even know what kind of bell siphons I have in all these. Oh, this is just straight bell siphon. Whoops. Shut that off. Let's see. Yeah, let's look at my my aquaponics setup, shall we? That's just straight pipe. Let's see. I know I experimented with a few of them. What you got over here? Straight pipe. And I think this one's different. Yeah, this one's different. This is another one. Instead of putting that 90 on there, I just put it right up in there, and it was a nice snug fit. No glue, no nothing. Zip tie to hold it down. If you're unfamiliar with what that is, that hose starts down there and comes all the way up to the top of the bell siphon to break the siphon whenever the air gets down low. Maybe I should try taking one of these and put it in that other bed. Maybe that would work better. But, man. The water looks pretty gross now. I do have it filling right here. Let's see. Come on, we want to hear more water sound. There we go, you can see it a little there. So we're filling a little bit more. What else do I have that I can show off? Ooh, I can show this off. Look at that. See that? Water level is right at the edge there. Good thing that hangs over the whole. Wow, that's because that water is on way too fast. So cut that back. Oh, that's right. This is supposed to be cut back a little. This one, I don't really want this one to put a lot of water into it. I just want it to put some water. Oh, look at that. We got a bio ball stuck in the 90. Hang on it. I'll have to get that out of there. I had it set up so they wouldn't fall in there, but it is a 90. Water, fill up, they float. Yeah, it's going to fall in there. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. Just for giggles, I want to see if this other pump works. It's almost dead. Yeah, that's this one here. Just goes down there. I was using it for this hydro tube, just as an extra source of water, and that pump appears to be dead. So, alright. Well, hey, can't win them all, right? At least I got one. That's the one. I got the main one. That's a big old pump there. I forget what that is, like 500 gallons per hour? Gallons? Liters per? I don't know what the heck it is. It's something. But anyway, that's cool. So now we got running water all over the place. I wonder if this other bed's going to shut off. Probably not. It's running. Surging. Maybe we'll switch it. I will do that. Well, if this won't shut off. If it'll shut off, maybe I'll just leave it alone. Let me see. In case you're wondering, with these bell siphons and everything, I always hear people saying they have so many problems with the bell siphons and stuff. They won't shut off like this guy. Like I said, this is my special little guy. I don't really want to show it off. Well, I can show it off a little bit. I got a little piece of board right there. This is kind of a higher spot of the entire bed, and that's right where the drain is, and that's why it doesn't want to shut off. Yeah, just for the heck of it, let's pull this bell siphon. Let's pull this one with a cool little 90-degree angle there, and we'll put this one on here. Let's see if it'll shut off now. Let's see if this one will shut off. Maybe I'll just start a problem. Anyway, yeah, back to what I was saying. I always hear people saying, I can't get these bell siphons to work. I don't know what's going on. Best advice I have is, like I said, I got to shut off on each bed. You can toggle them back a little bit, or meter them. Remember that one on the last video? You can toggle them off a little bit and put as much water in, find the sweet spot. Now, I will tell you, if your pump starts picking up debris and stuff, starts getting clogged up a little bit, that water is going to be less and less going into the bed, and then it won't either initiate or shut off. Well, I guess it wouldn't initiate, but it would just drain like that. Let's see. Huh. Let's see. Wait a minute. Oh. I was like, this pipe's dripping. It had water. That's the wrong pipe. That's why there's some algae right there underneath it. I guess it's been dripping for a while. Oh yeah, so put a shut-off valve on each one of your beds, and when you do your downpipe, I haven't found that the distance this way is that big of a deal. I have mine just where they are, just because they were right above where I want the water level, which, if you have them set up correctly, they will work when they're underwater. I've shown that off many times in the past. Oh, that one did shut off. I wasn't even paying attention. This one now initiated. Let's see if that goes off. But yeah, anyway, that downpipe doesn't really matter. Just put a 90 and then the other 90 straight. Don't like put them up or down. I know I've even done videos in the past where you can make it. Hey, shut up. It's dribbling. Nope, now it's done. Sweet. so that worked. All right, let's keep those two mixed around. But you can actually make it turn on quicker or shut off, you know, depending on your water level by moving this 90, whether like, you know, when it's straight, or you can put it up a little bit, or you can put it down a little bit. It'll make it do it. I don't mess around with that. I do them straight 90, and then I use the shut-off valve, and that will go ahead and take care of it for me. All right, so this bed is back up and running. One thing I do worry about, I put a little bit more water than this the other day in here, and the water level was down, so we might have a leak somewhere. I checked the pipes, because this is an old hot tub. Right there's a drain, or actually it was the return for the heater. It had a separate line for the heater. This style, it's a hot spring. And all the pipes are right there underneath that bench seat. All I did was cut them all and attach them all together. So we might have a leak there. There might be a leak somewhere else in here. I don't know. I mean, we know there's a leak right here. All right, let's look over here. This stuff, like I said, looking pretty good. Let's see, do I see my fishies? Hello, fishies. Of course not. Oh, there we go. There's some food still floating around. So, like I said before, they didn't really want to come out. Water temp it's not warm, but it's not cold either. Let's see. What else do I wanna? Not that I wanted to talk about anything, but yeah, look at that sucker. This bed no longer flooded that night I came out, and I believe it did drain, but the bell siphon was still full of ice. So I didn't turn it back on. I just turned it back on, so it's running good. Water level seems to be up a little bit. Well, obviously, because that bed was full of water, so that's where most of that water would be. Update, I don't think I have any video of it. Maybe I do. But last video, after I was done, I can't remember if it was before the live stream or after, but I came out, and right here was that one catfish. The one with the chewed up tail, which is the small one, and how can I show you a measurement here? I see here on this thing, this piece of pipe, PEX, that was the tip of its tail. That thing was about that long. I don't know how long that would be, like a foot, 14 inches, something like that. That thing's gigantic. So, it obviously must be eating something. Well, I mean, I throw food in there too, so maybe that'll help. What else do I have here? Oh, well, not so much. Well, yeah, maybe a little bit right here. Look at that, some green. Not so much in this bed here, but this garden bed over here, look, some of the lettuce just seems to be popping back. I don't know if that's like, hey, we're on our way out, or hey, we're coming back. But either way, that's good news. Let's see what else we have. Oh, I can put my lid back on, right? Back up there. What else do I have? Jeez, oh man, this place is a mess. Yeah. Double check over here. Yeah, look at that. Deep water culture working pretty good. I said this is like particle board kind of stuff, like supposed to be plywood, but it's like the cheapest, like almost particle board. I said when I put it in that I had to get rid of that. What was that? 3 years ago now. It's still doing fine. It gets wet, it gets waterlogged, but it hasn't fallen apart, which is really weird. So I guess when I clean all this stuff up this year, I might just pull that out. I had a board, the same kind I used on the other bed over there. It's like actual plywood, I believe. So it's not the greatest, but it'll work. So that's pretty exciting. Oh man, forgot about that. Sweet. I don't want to talk about that. What the heck? Right here on the outside, I've got a gutter. So whenever it rains, water comes in, goes down this pipe, goes down to this reservoir over here by all this garbage that I got. I think the overflow's not even hooked up. But it rained today, so fill that sucker right up. And that needs cleaned up too. Everything needs cleaned up in here. That's the one problem I gotta say with having open sides here on the greenhouse is when the wind starts, everything in here just blows around and makes it look like a garbage dump in here. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and clean this stuff up. Still don't see these fish. I really wish I could get them on some on the camera. Oh man, I can barely see. I can barely see back in there, so I know the camera's not going to pick it up because it is so sensitive to light. Let's see. What else do we have here? I don't feel like talking about that hydrate tube back there. I'm going to hopefully change that up this year. I guess it'll be on the outside of the greenhouse, but everything goes right. Oh, what else we got? The cabbage seems to be okay. I don't know, it's kind of looking a little droopy here, so maybe it's not okay. Look, that stuff's just growing into the fish tank. I don't know what the heck's going on over there. Not sure how the freeze affected those guys, but they have been frozen before, so who knows? Maybe they're going to be a-okay. Oh, man. I really want to show off the fish. Everybody loves seeing the fish, but I kind of see it. Anyway. Alright, let's see, is there anything else I can talk about? One of my favorite things to do when I do plumb up an aquaponics system is I love having my main line there with an overflow. I have that on both systems. This system over here, the pump comes up on this line, goes, and this is just a T to all the beds, and then there's my overflow. This one, I actually made it up and above. That way, hopefully, most of the water will be down low, and only the pressurized water will come up and over, and as you can see, that one's almost turned off. It just has a little bit of water coming out of there. Can you see around in there? I can't really see, but maybe you guys can see. Maybe you can. Hey, you see that fish back there? I don't know if it's there. You can imagine what it'd be like if it was. Yeah. But, whoa. The one cool thing, I have not seen any floaters. So, to my knowledge, there's only 2 fish in here. I could be wrong. Last time I said there was none, or the last time I said there was none, turned out there was 3 catfish in here. So, hopefully, I'm wrong, but I've only seen 2 this entire year, so. And that's the one with the messed up tail, and then the big boy. That thing's giant. It was nice today. It's kind of windy, so you can see my rip up over here. Got a little bit bigger. Oh, look at that. The battery's going to die, too. That's great. I don't know what's up with this camera battery. I think I used it enough. 3 years, like, anywhere from 2 to 7 videos a week. I guess, yeah, you'll wear out the battery a little quick. What was I going to say? The plumbing, blah, blah, blah. These are my shutoffs. I used, this is irrigation line. I think they call it funny pipe. And that's what I decided to use on here. It comes in on PVC. It just comes out on this 90. Got to shut off. These, the reason I did that, I had this pipe laying around, and these shutoffs were a lot cheaper than my 3/4 inch PVC shutoffs. And you could buy them in a bag of like 3 or 4. I guess you could do that with the PVC too. I just never did that. I usually buy them individually. You know, because if you need 2, they're going to come in a 5-pack or something like that. And like I said, they are expensive. You really don't get that much of a discount when you buy them in multi-packs. These ones you do. I don't know why. But, and again, no glue, no hose clamp, no nothing. They just have little barbs on there. You just heat up the pipe a little bit and then stick it right on there. And heating it up is the way to go. Even if you just hold the pipe straight up and down and come from underneath with a lighter and let the flame go right into that for 5-6 seconds. Huge difference, especially in the wintertime. I believe I did this in the summertime and I still use some heat. Man, why is my nose running? It's not even cold. I'm out here and like, well, I got jeans on and t-shirt and I'm sweating. Which is awesome. I'd much rather have that than be cold. Yeah, then, yeah, if you're going to do aquaponics, I recommend aerating the living crap out of everything. Why? Because that's just what I like to do. Got air lines going into every single bell siphon. I've got 2 air stones in every fish tank, I believe. And I got this industrial air pump over here, and that's also going to where the super hots were. I was about to say in their cracky beds, but they're not cracky. They are deep water culture because I added air. Man, this place is a mess. Let me clean this up. Anyway, that's enough from me. It was another look around here. Hey, we survived the freeze, and the pump didn't die on the hot tub aquaponics, so that's very cool. like always, go in the comments section down below. I ask everybody to do that, not just for me, but for everybody else. That way they can find you. I ask everybody to go down the comments section, find someone new, subscribe up, and find a new friend. Watch all their videos. I don't know why it keeps going out of focus like that. But watch all their videos, give them tons of thumbs up and all that stuff. I've been doing the live streams Mondays and Wednesdays. Check those out if you want to see us live. This coming Monday, Charles is doing a seed giveaway. If you want to know what's going on, I'll try to remember. Throw a link down below in the description and over to the Pepper Lovers. And well, I don't know how I'm going to do that. But if you go to the Pepper Lovers community and scroll down, you'll see his post and see the requirements of that. And he's doing that on a live stream on Monday. So if you want to get in on that seed giveaway, do it. The mystery Amazon link down below. I'll get credit for driving them traffic. I don't know, they give me kickback somehow. I don't know how it works. Check that out. And yeah, do all that fun, happy social media stuff down below. I will catch y'all in the next video, hopefully with another win. Until then, later. Okay, duck. We're out here late night. Look at that. Can you see it? It's showing up. Look at that. See that charred up tail? There's one of my catfish, and it's making it all the way through. I believe its head is popping out there on the very front end of that. That's how big. That's a 2-inch, 3-inch, or 2-inch, a 2-inch T coupler, which means 3 different couples. Couples. Which means it connects on that side, and that side. But look at that. There's a fish right there. It won't focus on it, but you can see the chewed up tail, which is a telltale sign of my small catfish. And it made it. We got a catfish. I saw that guy. It was right over here by the thermometer. Now it is over there. So any doubt that I had where maybe it was just dead and floated around the tank, maybe, but at the same time, no, it made its way in that coupler there. So haha, look at that, we got fishes. I haven't seen the bigger catfish, but I'm sure it's here somewhere. You want to take a look? You can do that. Oh, I don't see anything over there. I don't expect it. I expect it way back there. You can see that coupler. No fish. No fish. And by the way, I said in my last update, I said, hey, look, is that a fish tail wagging or waving over there, or is it a leaf? As you can see, you can't see because I'm hitting the away button, not the zoom in button. Can I get there? There we go. Look at that fish's tail. It is all eaten up, and it doesn't really have a tail. So, yeah, if I saw a tail moving around, that means the big one should be still alive. That one, by the way, is gigantic, by the way. So, alright, a little late night fun. Maybe I'll add this into the next video. So, sweetness. Alright, just for giggles, let me see if I can put this light right here without it falling in and tripping the breaker. Maybe that'll work. Oh, that is so sketchy. If OSHA was watching, they would totally not approve. But alright, we're going to go down here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Alright, there's the tail. Let's see if I can touch it and satisfy everybody. Oop. There's a little moving. Oh, it's moving on its own. Look at that. Alright, because I'm very nervous about this freaking light. Alright, got it. Okay, cool. Alright, well, you saw it. It was here. We were live. It was great. And I'll continue this update in just 1 second.